December 8, 2016, morning, New York, a hospital. A baby is born. Devereaux, Octavian Basil Jagger. Mother, Melanie Hamrick, 29 years old, American ballerina. Father, Mick Jagger, 73 years old, rock legend. Rolling Stones, frontman. Satisfaction, painted black. Sympathy for the devil. Over 60 years on stage, and now becoming a father for the 8th time. 8th child. 5th woman, 46 years difference between the oldest child and the youngest. 1970, first child Karis is born. 2016, 8th child Devereaux is born. What's in between? Court cases, family secrets, denial, then acceptance, reconciliation. Marcia Hunt says, I wanted to be able to tell my daughter when she's 21 that I didn't allow her father to neglect his responsibilities. Jerry Hall says, we were together 22 years, 4 children, but having a child with another woman was too much. Luciana Gimenez says, Mick is a wonderful dad, a very wise man. Melanie Hamrick says, when I felt that first heartbeat, I realized there was nothing better in the world. And Mick, 81 years old, still on tour, still on stage, 8 children, from 7 years old to 54 years old. This is the story of Mick Jagger's children. Difficult beginnings, a distant father, then closeness, and the legacy of a large family. Karis, difficult beginning, happy ending. November 4th, 1970, London. Karis is born, Mick Jagger's first child. Mother Marcia Hunt, American actress, singer, model, starred in the musical Hair, 1968, London. Mick saw her, was interested, 1969. They met. 9 to 10 month relationship. Marcia got pregnant with Karis, but the relationship ended while Marcia was pregnant because Mick had moved on to someone else. Bianca, November. Karis is born. Marcia alone at the birth. Mick visited once or twice a couple days later, then distanced himself. Marcia was left alone with Karis. No money, no work. Difficult years begin. 1972. Marcia on tour in Germany with Karis, 2 years old. Tours, concerts, trying to make income, but difficult. Single mother, small child, hard to find work. 1973. Marcia goes to court. London for child support. Out-of-court settlement happens. Mick sets up trust fund. $16,125. Will pay $17 a week until Karis turns 21. But it's not enough. Marcia keeps working, but things are tough. 1978. Marcia goes to court again in Los Angeles. Asks for $580 a week. At the time, Marcia is unemployed, receiving welfare. I had to go to the welfare office with my daughter, Marcia said later. 1979. Court decides. Mick is the father. DNA test confirms. Must pay $1,500 a month in child support. Marcia won. I wanted only to be able to say to my daughter, when she's 21, that I didn't allow her father to neglect his responsibilities, Marcia said. Karis grows up with her mother in Massachusetts. Doesn't see her father for years, but when Rolling Stones plays on the radio, Marcia says, "That's your dad." Karis turns 12 years old, 1982. One day, Mick decides, time has come to get to know her. Not easy, because he had publicly denied her for years. He had to step down from a pedestal and say, yes, I'm her dad, Marcia said, when he had publicly said something else. Who helped? Jerry Hall. Jerry was with Mick at the time. They'd have 4 children together. Jerry invited Karis to family gatherings, made sure all of Mick's children spent summer holidays together. Slowly, father and daughter grow closer. 1992. Karis graduates from Yale, bachelor's degree in modern history. At graduation, Mick, Jerry, Marcia, all together. First time, the 3 together. For Karis, a beautiful moment. Then years. Father and daughter spend more time. Bonds strengthen. 2000. Karis gets married to Jonathan M. Watson, film producer. At the wedding, Mick walks his daughter down the aisle. 2 children, Mazzy and Zach. 2003. Mick receives knighthood at Buckingham Palace. Karis is invited. There for her father. Karis builds her career, works in film industry. Production assistant. Patch Adams, Man on the Moon. Executive producer. 2021. Netflix, High on the Hog, How African American Cuisine Transformed America. Starts website with Fabienne Toback. Hey Sista, two women of color sharing their love of food, friendship, and culture. 2014. A difficult time. Mick's girlfriend, Elren Scott, commits suicide. Mick is devastated. Who's by his side? Karis. Organizes the funeral, supports her father, helps him cope with his loss. The daughter denied as a child, now one of her father's biggest supporters. Marcia said later, Mick finally came back to his daughter, and I'm proud of that. Today, Karis is 54 years old, married, 2 children, successful career, and close relationship with her father. Difficult beginning, but happy ending. Elizabeth and Jade, model and designer. March 2nd, 1984. Elizabeth is born. Jerry and Mick's first child. Nickname Lizzie. Mother is a model. Daughter will be too. Growing up, 14 years old. They move to Nashville. Summer breaks on tour with mom. Goes on stage. Backup vocals. We were put to work, she said in an interview. Our parents wanted us to have an understanding of what it was like to put on a production. 18 years old. Professional model. 1998. Thierry Mugler runway with mom, signs with Ford modeling agency, campaigns, magazines, runway shows. But Elizabeth isn't just a model, also an activist. Women's rights, civil rights, advocates for the Equal Rights Amendment on Instagram. Very close with her family, especially sister Georgia. December 2019, gala in Australia, both together. Polaroid photo with mom. Father's Day 2018, posts photo on Instagram. Happy Father's Day, Dad! Thank you for being the best. Today, Elizabeth is 41 years old. Model, activist, happy. October 21st, 1971, Paris, France. Jade is born. Mother Bianca Jagger, Nicaraguan actress, human rights advocate. Father Mick. They married in May 1971 in Saint-Tropez. Paul McCartney at the wedding. Brigitte Bardot at the wedding. Star-studded. 5 months later, Jade is born in Paris. Who babysits baby Jade? Andy Warhol. Famous artist becomes babysitter. Jade grows up in luxury life. Paris, London. But 1978, parents divorce. Jade is 7 years old. Bianca said something famous. My marriage was over on the wedding day. Jade lives with her mother, growing up, creative, talented, late 80s, starts designing jewelry, sold at Maxfield's, Browns, Bergdorf, Goodman. 2000, becomes creative director of Gerard, luxury jewelry brand. 7 years in this position. Designs the Jagger Dagger, 18-karat white gold sword. But Jade isn't just jewelry, also does interior design. Jade Jagger for YOO, collaboration with real estate company, designs luxury properties worldwide. Cotswolds, Marrakesh, Mumbai, New York. 2008, International CNBC Awards, Best Interior Design. Personal life, first with Piers Jackson. 2 daughters, Assisi and Amba. 2012, marries Adrian Fillery. 1 son, Ray. Jade writes in British Vogue, my father now has 8 children with 5 partners, a globe-trotting support network that seems to be ever expanding. Caribbean holidays or Rolling Stones tours in Europe, family gatherings where traditional roles lose all meaning amid the chaos and laughter. We're too busy trying to find a restaurant that will accommodate several dozen screaming Jaggers for the evening to worry about someone's place in the family tree. Today, Jade is 53 years old, jewelry designer, interior designer, mother, grandmother. Georgia May, supermodel daughter. January 12, 1992. Georgia is born. Jerry and Mick's 3rd child. Her mother's beauty, her father's presence. Beautiful as a child, even more beautiful growing up. 16 years old. First modeling contract. Independent models. 17. Hudson Jeans campaign. 18. Becomes Rimmel London spokesperson. Then big brands. Chanel, Versace, Miu Miu, Vivienne Westwood. 2017, reserved campaign with sister Elizabeth. Georgia becomes famous. through her own success, just Mick's daughter. Siblings are the best when you come from a dynasty like mine, she writes on Instagram. Photo with her siblings, personal life, together with Cambrian Sedlick, skateboarder, shares their adventures on social media. September 2024. Big news. Gives birth to her first child. Mick becomes a grandfather again. Actually, already a grandfather. Jade has children. Karis has children. Even a great-grandfather. Jade has grandchildren. But Georgia's baby is special. Jerry's first grandchild. Today, Georgia is 33 years old. Mother, model, happy. Devereaux, Lucas, Gabrielle, James. 4 sons. December 8, 2016. Devereaux is born, New York. Mick is 73 years old. Melanie is 29. 44-year difference. The world is shocked. I had never thought about it, Melanie tells You magazine. In the world of ballet, not many dancers have babies. You're always thinking about ballet, ballet, ballet. When I felt that first heartbeat, I realized there was nothing better in the world. Mick and Melanie have been together since 2014. The relationship is quiet, private. Devereaux grows up, watches his father at Rolling Stones concerts. May 2022. Instagram, Spider-Man costume, riding a horse. Riding through life with my little Spider-Man Dev, writes Melanie. I spent more time with him, Mick tells The Guardian in October 2023. We had the lockdown. He's only 6, and those 2 years, I did almost nothing with the band. The more children you have, the more laissez-faire you get, to be honest. It's fun to have children, at any age. Today, Devereaux is 8 years old, the youngest Jagger, May 17, 1999. Lucas is born, New York. Mother Luciana Gimenez, Brazilian model and TV host. This birth is a surprise, because Mick is with Jerry Hall at the time. 22-year relationship, 4 children. When Luciana gets pregnant, the news breaks in the press early 1999. Jerry is shocked. Her relationship with Mick ends. We were together 22 years, Jerry said later. I tried to overlook his infidelities, but having a child with another woman was too much. July 1999. Joint statement. Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall have agreed to separate after over 2 decades together. The marriage is annulled because the 1990 Hindu ceremony in Bali wasn't legally valid. Jerry moves on with her life, praises Mick as a father. He loves his children. He was very good at helping them with their homework. He loves history. He was good at taking them for walks with the dogs. He loves outdoor activities. Lucas grows up in Brazil with his mother Luciana, but stays close with his father. Lucas and Mick are really close, Luciana said in May 2016. Mick is a wonderful dad. I like to raise my child with his dad, with his help and advice. He's a very wise man, and he is passionate about his kids. He's always been there. Lucas becomes a model, walks in Paris Fashion Week. April 2021. Ear surgery, cholesteatoma, abnormal skin growth. Posts on Instagram, head bandaged, the spitting image of his father. May 2024. Graduates from NYU, both parents at the ceremony. June 2022. Luciana takes Lucas to a Rolling Stones concert. Instagram. So proud of you to be Lucas's father. The show was the best. Today, Lucas is 26 years old. Model. Successful. Happy. December 9th, 1997. Gabriel is born. Jerry and Mick's 4th child. Their last child together. Gabriel chose a different path. Not music, not modeling. Journalism. Trained at the Times. Started his own media website. Why now? Young generation journalist. Mix of family legacy and personal ambition. July 2021. Marries Swiss socialite Anouk Winzenreed. Today, Gabriel is 27 years old. Married. Career. Quiet. Private. August 28, 1985. James is born. Jerry and Mick's 2nd child. First son. Loves music. Starts punk rock band Turbogeist. Plays guitar. Then switches to acting. 2016. HBO series Vinyl. Lead role. His father is producer. They work together. He did, yes, James says. We never really sat at the piano and played music together growing up. It was more about talking about the early 70s. Different relationship with his father, but respectful, close. Today, James is 39 years old. Musician, actor, 4 sons, 4 different mothers, 4 different stories, but all know their father Mick. Love him, respect him.